Hey everyone, Matt here from Docs Running, and today we're going to do a sub-3 review of the Brooks Launch GTS 10. So this is Brooks' light stability, lightweight training shoe. Very simple overall, but done in a really excellent way that's very different in my mind from the previous versions, although not super different, yet somehow feels super different. I'm going to be honest, the prior versions I thought were boring and kind of clunky, and I didn't really like that. This version has changed that and maintained a great price of 110 bucks. So let's jump into why I'm enjoying this shoe, why it might work for you, or why it might not work for you. So spec-wise, 8.6 ounces men's size 9, 7.8 ounces women's size 8, 24 in the heel, 14 in the forefoot. I don't think that includes the insole, so it might be a teeny bit higher, but not by much. Feels very traditional stack height underfoot. There is a 10 millimeter drop, as you probably could figure out from that math. There are medial and lateral guide rails, which make this a mild stability shoe. There's also some interesting stuff in the forefoot where the medial side, it just has a little bit more stiffness than the lateral, which creates a little bit of medial stability on the forefoot, which is really good. So mild stability in the heel, midfoot, and then some guidance in the forefoot, which is really, really nice. Something that works very, very well for me. The 8.6 out range with, again, not a super foam, EVA foam underneath. It's actually got a ride that can handle easy miles without weighing you down and is snappy enough, just a teeny bit of stiffness, to handle some workout miles. It's not going to be the fastest shoe, but it can certainly handle some pace changes. I've done fartleks and a tempo, and it's actually responded really well. Was it running the fastest I ever have? No, but it's a solid shoe that can handle a variety of paces, being a lightweight trainer. The lightweight stability, as I mentioned, is present. It's enough where I actually feel it, unlike the prior versions. I'm like, I'm not really feeling this. It's there enough, and I would equate it for shoes like the Adidas Adizero Tempo, rest in peace, and the Asics DS Trainer, also rest in peace. There are some elements that reminded me of those shoes, so those that are looking for that, this might fill that gap really, really, really well. In terms of the upper fit, things in the past were super snug. Things have opened up just a little bit, so there's a little bit more width still on the snug side. So those with narrow to normal width feet are probably going to do best. Those normal feet, you're going to kind of feel like a performance fit up here. Mesh is really nice and comfortable. There's a lot of padding in the heel collar that has caused some slippage. It makes me not feel the heel counter, which is moderately stiff, but I did have to lace lock to get that security. Once I did that, I could pick up the pace. Things went really, really well. Some of the things that change it from the last version is I think there's a little bit better flexibility, still snappy, but there's also a decent heel bevel, which could be a little bit more lateral, to be honest, Brooks. But it's still fairly smooth. It's a shoe that gets out of your face and doesn't weigh you down and doesn't feel clunky. It's just a nice shoe to get miles on, and if you need to pick up the pace, you can pick up the pace. So that's the Brooks Launch GTS 10. We're going to have a full written review very soon, but I'm really enjoying this for a simple, affordable, pretty solid mild stability lightweight trainer.